AITA for being upset and leaving when my sister-in-law stole my pregnancy announcement. I, 36F, found out that I am pregnant. I am overjoyed as I have always wanted a child of my own. I focused on my career and my life, and since I am single, I wasn't sure if having a baby would ever happen. I was excited to tell my family the big news. My older sister has one child, my nephew, 7M. My brother is married, but he and his wife have made it very clear they will always be child-free. Last night we had a family dinner and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to share the news. Since this will be my only child, I wanted to make it special, and I also wanted to involve my nephew. I got a shirt that read, "This is what an awesome big cousin looks like." I slipped away with my nephew before dinner and had a special moment with him while I told him he was going to have a cousin. My nephew was very excited and put on the shirt. He put his sweater on over it, and I told him he could take the sweater off whenever he wanted at dinner. In the middle of dinner he took off the sweater and waited for someone to notice. Soon my sister jumped up and excitedly screamed when she saw the shirt. They all then immediately assumed it was my sister-in-law. I wasn't hurt by them assuming this, and I kind of expected it because she is married. I was hurt because my sister-in-law didn't try to correct them. She just went along with it and began to rub her flat belly while laughing. I must have looked completely hurt because my mother yelled at me to stop being rude and to congratulate them. I tried to explain that I was the one who gave my nephew the shirt. They all didn't even hear me and just continued to fawn over my sister-in-law. My brother stood frozen in shock, just asking his wife if she was serious. I got up and went home. I received multiple texts at this point from them telling me what an asshole I am for making this about me. They said things like it wasn't my sister-in-law's fault that I was jealous. I didn't reply to anything and just cried myself to sleep. This morning my sister-in-law must have finally let it slip that she is not pregnant. They have now all called me to apologize, saying that they just got caught up in the moment. They said I shouldn't have left the dinner and that it's my fault I wasn't clear enough that I was the one who is pregnant. My mom said I could have a redo dinner so I can get it right and they will all act surprised. My sister-in-law sent me a message that said that the way I chose to announce was how she wanted to do it if she ever got pregnant. She said that since she is not ever having a child, that she just wanted to experience what the moment would be like. She also said I can have my chance at the redo dinner. I told them no and that I will not be doing a redo. Every single person has now told me I am being selfish and an asshole because I won't let them make it right. To me there's no fixing this. I will eventually forgive them, but I don't want to do a second announcement so they feel better. AITA? And here's what our Reddit peps comment for OP. First is from 2308 Lil Smitty. Whoa. What a bunch of asshats. Sil needs psychological help to ever think what she did was ever okay. Congratulations on your pregnancy. This internet stranger is totally happy for you. Next is from Lotta914, NTA. Is your nephew okay? That must have been confusing and upsetting for him. I hope he doesn't feel like he did something wrong. This one is from Bonnie Bluest, NTA. What is wrong with your Sil? That is insane that she used your moment because she wanted to see what it felt like. Is your family upset with her? OP replied, yes, they are upset with her. They are mad at me too because I didn't stand up for myself and say something at dinner. Another comment is from Musimu 1973, NTA. Not at all. I am so sorry they stomped on this moment for you. However, you have got this. This little blip is done and they have a lot of making up to do. Don't do the do-over as it will not change the past. Move on knowing you have done nothing wrong. And OP replied to the comment, thanks, I appreciate that. Posting here is kind of helping me move past this. Starting to think this whole thing will be a funny story to tell my child someday. And next is from hopeful_split, why I don't blame you for being peeved. Your Sil should never have played along. NTA in my book, I wouldn't do the redo as it would be more about appeasing their guilt rather than being an exciting time for you. And last comment is from Cold Brew Coffee 22, NTA, but I don't get why you left. I would have yelled at the top of my lungs until they heard me and corrected the misunderstanding on the spot. Your Sil would have looked like a dummy, your family would have been excited for you, and you all would have gotten the moment you wanted, albeit after a confusing minute or two. At this point though, what's done is done, there's no redoing the moment. And that's all for today, guys. See you on the next one.